history of Silver Dollar City all starts with a hole in the ground, a very big hole in the ground. In 1946, Hugo and Mary Hershend took over the operations of Marvel Cave. The cave drew in about 8,000 visitors a year, and the Hershends decided to recreate a mining town that had existed at the entrance to the cave in the 1880s, with the intention of giving visitors a pleasant place to wait before going down in the cave. In 1960, Silver Dollar City opened. From the beginning, the Hershend family was dedicated to recreating an authentic experience in Silver Dollar City. There were no cheap storefronts, and the beauty of the region was preserved. Tourists were drawn in through word of mouth. Silver Dollar City gave silver dollars as change, and as their visitors took them home and spent them, they would share stories of where they got them. Decades later, Silver Dollar City has grown into a thriving theme park with 7 coasters and a unique historical section with authentic log structures that were relocated and restored. Visitors that are capable of making the trek 500 feet down into the cave are still able to experience its breathtaking beauty.
Greetings and salutations from the Adventure Spot.
We are in the beautiful Branson, Missouri at Silver Dollar City.
Woo!
Our first ride of the day is going to be on the Mack Extreme Spinner Time Traveler. Really looking forward to this one. We just got off of back-to-back rides on Time Traveler.
Front row and back row.
Operations on that were great.
Oh my gosh.
Basically walk on both times.
It was walk on, but yeah. I mean, the ops were just moving people through. So big thumbs up on that.
So first ride was front row. It was a really unique experience.
Oh my gosh,
obviously,
I loved
we've never been on an extreme spinner like that. So just the sensations as well, from the get-go, when you first drop out of the station, and we went backwards. We were facing forwards, and all of a sudden they spun us, and we dropped backwards. But just the ride was a lot of fun. The back was a little bit...
It was fun, but it was way more intense.
Yeah.
I told Jonathan, I said, we're going to get whipped over this hill. And you kind of laughed, and then we go down the hill, and he was like, you were right.
Yeah. Well, I knew we'd get whipped, but that was crazy.
It was a crazy. And the whole ride was like that from the back, though.
Definitely more forceful in the back.
Yes, so if you like it really forceful, go in the back. Otherwise, go in the front.
The queue was neat, too. Just
the different, it was beautiful.
History of,
they did a great job with it.
And even the soundtrack, they had, like, bluegrass versions of Free Falling and Time in a Bottle and Time After Time. Yeah, so it's kind of neat. Just the theming is really cool.
They definitely put a lot of thought into it, and the steampunk is just really cool. Yeah. And the gift shop carries that through. I mean, you can buy your hat or your goggles or...
Great ride.
Yes.
Highly recommend.
100%.
So the next ride is a mine ride called Thunderation, since we're here. Since it's right next to Time Traveler, so we're going to go ahead and ride this next. We just got off of Thunderation.
Ooh, that one made my eyes water.
So out of all the mine trains we've ridden, I think that was probably the roughest.
But it was also the fastest.
Quite possibly the fastest.
I feel like it was.
Yeah. And they had...
that was not your mama's mine ride.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of the ride is before the first hill, which is kind of interesting. But
they use the terrain.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the same of Time Traveler, too.
Right.
But
we sat in the front, so I could imagine sitting in the back would be a lot more rough. So, that is a coaster credit. Would I get on again? Probably not. It wasn't.
Maybe once a visit kind of thing, but not multiple times.
Yeah. I love the theming. This is like the Old West, I guess, right?
We have gone back in time, yes.
Hill Creek Pottery.
I just want to shop at all of these stores.
So we are entering the fire district, Fireman's Landing.
Nothing makes a fireman happy like the sweet treat available at Brown's Candy. Aunt June and her cousin will happily serve you up on Valley Road.
All right, we're getting ready to take a ride on Fire in the Hole. It's the last year for this in its current form at Silver Dollar City. Are you excited?
I am. I very much am.
We just got off of Fire in the Hole. Fun ride.
The original.
The original. Last year it's going to be in operation.
Yes.
So,
I'm so glad we got to ride it. And I can see why so many people consider it such a classic and such an epic ride. I mean, it's fun, it's funny, and I knew there were hills, but I didn't know where they were, and every time it went pitch black, I'm like, here comes the hill, here comes the hill, and then it wouldn't go, you know. So I spent most of the ride waiting for the drops.
We're going to have lunch at the Rivertown Smokehouse. All right, so we're at the Smokehouse, the Rivertown Smokehouse, and we got the 2-meat platter. And one thing we noticed right off the bat as they were loading the trays is that they have a lot. There's a lot there. We got pulled pork and smoked sausage, and look at that. And then we had a coleslaw and baked beans as our side, and it comes with a roll. All right. So which one's sweet? This one maybe?
That one's a sweet and that one's a honey, so pick.
Okay. It's all right. And then the sausage. The sausage is pretty good. Baked beans are standard, kind of like Bush's baked beans. Nothing special about them.
I like Bush's baked beans.
Yeah. Coleslaw. It's good, standard coleslaw. So overall, for the money we spent, about around $20 for this. So you get a lot of food. We're easily able to split it. So.
I'm gonna take a trip in that good old gospel ship. I'm going far beyond the sky. I'm gonna shout and sing until the heavens ring. When I'm leaving this world goodbye. When I'm leaving this world goodbye.
Our next ride is going to be Powder Keg launch coaster. You excited for Powder Keg? You like a good launch coaster, right?
I do like a good launch coaster.
We just rode Powder Keg, and that was
Oh my God.
quite the ride.
Oh my gosh.
The launch was great. I loved the launch. I thought the ride was a little vibraty. I don't know. Is that a word?
No, I disagree.
Okay.
I thought it was smooth. I thought it was fast.
Because my head was rattling quite a bit on
well,
it.
because it was fast.
Well, if it had shoulder restraints, I would be banging my head.
But I mean, you didn't.
Yeah, I know. But you didn't find it?
No.
Okay.
No, I
found
thought
it a
that
little
was
bit-
spectacular. Don't know that I could do it on the back row though.
Yeah.
That might be too much for me.
I thought there was, at first I thought there were inversions. There was no inversions on it.
There were some good laterals.
Yeah, right. But it was fun.
I liked it.
We just got off the giant barn swing and Becca did it.
I
again.
did it again.
And
Still
did-
not my favorite thing ever.
But she
But
got
it
to
was
enjoy
okay.
it more
Yeah.
this time, right? Yeah.
There were a few woohoos as opposed to nonstop screaming.
And
So,
Becca, I guess it seems shorter than
yeah,
the
I
other
think
ones.
that one was a shorter ride
Yeah.
cycle than the one at Cedar Point. But that's okay. I'm okay with that.
We are getting ready to ride Outlaw Run, which is Rocky Mountain Construction, my other most anticipated coaster at this park, in addition to Time Traveler. So it's another one I'm really looking forward to riding. Thoughts on this? She's Becca's
I'm
50-50 on the
50-50 on RMC.
yeah. We just got off of Outlaw Run.
Okay. That might be my favorite RMC.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It had all of the elements that I really loved, but it didn't have that painful, like
Ejector.
repetitive ejector airtime. It was,
I was
awesome.
I can't believe you said it. Wow, that's surprising. Wow.
Definitely better than, I mean, anything's better than Twisted Timbers. But that, I think, is my favorite RMC.
Well, there you have it, folks. I enjoyed it. Probably not my favorite, but it's up there. So
I liked it. What can I say?
one of the things we really like about Silver Dollar City is all the quirky, things like exhibits or whatnot. Here's Farmer Wilson's milk cow, hands-on training here, and here's they have. So we're getting ready to try the world famous cinnamon bread. Are you excited?
I am.
Got your vanilla icing and apple butter.
Okay.
The ooey gooey goodness.
Oh, I see ooey gooey. So I'm gonna try it like this. I think I got some on my nose. Oh. That is like heaven on a fork. Now let me try a little bit.
Better than plain. Oh, time for the icing. Oh,
A little, because there's already some icing
Oh.
on it, so now I'm going to double dip a little bit. Jonathan, you'd be proud. I'm mixing my sauces. Oh, yeah.
recommend.
Strongly recommend. Wow, that spins quite a bit.
Pretty balanced, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Goodness.
really thinking about it.
Do not exceed the feed limit. Too late.
Next coaster is going to be Wildfire. So we just got off of Wildfire, and look at this view. It's gorgeous over the Ozark Mountains. What'd you think of the ride?
Oh my gosh. That was such a beautiful ride to ride. I mean, it was fun, it was exciting, but also it was just beautiful because you really could enjoy the scenery. And I loved it. Little headbangy.
Right.
But you've got those B&M, restraints coming down over your shoulders. But it was nowhere near as bad as I expected it to be. The transitions were just smooth enough that it really didn't rattle me too bad.
We're getting ready to go across the swinging bridge. We are on our way out of Silver Dollar City, and this is the Ozark Marketplace. It's huge for a theme park store. All sorts of different items. So that'll do it for day one at Silver Dollar City. We're a little beat.
What beat?
Yeah, but overall it was a fun day. Time Traveler. Actually, all the rides pretty much were good.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only one I didn't love was Thunderation. And I didn't hate it. I just didn't love it.
The people were great.
So
very
many
friendly.
people.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Even the guests, the fellow guests were friendly.
Yeah, people were nice to each other.
The theming was great. I could
beautiful.
see why it's rated like #1 in the U.S. as far as theme.
Gorgeous park.
And one other thing I wanted to mention was at all the rides they had bins, so you don't have to worry about lockers at all.
Which was amazing because it meant I could bring my camera.
But we'll be back. We're going to take a day off tomorrow and just explore Branson, maybe share some of that with you, and then on Thursday we'll be back to Silver Dollar City. Probably get some of the water rides and just explore.
Rides,
maybe some re-rides.
And hit some shops. Just poke around, see what's there. Maybe get some ice cream.
Yeah. Until then, thanks very much for watching, and
we will see you on our next adventure.